All right, y'all. We're back again, and so uh, I got a response from this cat, General6105, and it's to my video about cold approaching, or one of my latest cold approaching video. And of course, you guys that's watching my videos, you guys know my stance on cold approaching, man. It was once where it made sense, and we'll put it like this: it makes sense to a certain type of man. A certain type of man, you know, cold approaching it's a colossal waste of time for a certain type of guy. A kind of guy that's hitting and running. Hey, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. Here we're trying to build families, so we're not so much into the hitting and running, promoting hitting and running and bagging and tagging. We're not promoting that. But I understand that guys do that. So I'm telling my guys, cold approaching women, now there's a difference. Instead of cold approaching, what you want to do is do a field interview with someone, and that takes skill to question somebody or just conversate with people. See, women know how to do this better. They conversate with you, they start conversation with you, and they get little nuggets of information from you just through the conversation. Well, we have to do that, but see, we so focused on the skins that we're not trying to gather no information. We just trying to see when can we hit it, right? Or guys like this. So anyway, I'm gonna go through his response as he was. I guess he's hella mad at me for whatever for putting out information like this. I guess I'm betraying the vagabonds out here, where I should not say nothing. I should just let them go out and make idiots of themselves instead of trying to help them be better men. You know, they, I'm mad, right? Okay, so anyway, let's read what he says. So I had my video. So his response to my video was, I cold approach all the time. The guy, talking about the guy in the video, clearly has never done this to begin with. How do you know that? Maybe he's just bad at it. Maybe he needs to pay somebody like you $250 to tell him to talk to 25 women every day, right? That way he can build up to, he can, cold approach women, and it's no problem, right? uh, we all started somewhere, dude. I guess now he's talking to me. Chill want to bag on someone who does pick up. I'm not bagging on them, man. I'm trying to encourage them to do something more productive with their time. But hey, knock yourself out. Bombs away. You want to cold approach yourself into oblivion. It's not about the money. You're gonna waste a colossal amount of time doing that. But hey, that's me. Cause it would be different if you were looking for a wife. Now it makes sense for you to spend that kind of time. But you're not looking for a wife. Be honest. You're looking to bag and tag somebody, right? You're looking to set up a rotation to be bagging and tagging. Okay, got it. Most of us have been there. Okay, got it. What I'm saying is, in today's market, see, you don't have to scarcity. Women are not scarce. The supply is overabundant. So that puts the onus on the women now to have to step their game up and put their elevator pitch, as El Guapo would say, put their elevator pitch. Now a woman has to come to you with her elevator pitch. But if you're a certain type of man, if you're not a certain type of man, then you're going to keep cold approaching and you keep elevator pitching them. Anyway, let's finish. Go look up Homeless Joe. Who's Homeless Joe? No money, I guess, with millions of views. So I guess views is the new currency. So this man is somebody special because he got millions of views telling other idiots to how to be better idiots. Got it. How he gets 5 girls a week. Woo. Such a great accomplishment 5 girls a week. Oh my God. Hey, you're right. I don't know what I'm talking about. This guy gets 5 girls a week. Whoo, man. I should I just pull the video down right now? I'm being sarcastic. 5 girls a week is not an accomplishment. Helping 5 people improve their lives a week, now that would be an accomplishment. But bagging and tagging 5 girls a week, it's only a certain type of guy that's going to think that's good. That's an accomplishment. It's only a certain type of guy that's going to look at that and say, woo, this guy is bagging 5 girls a week. Woo, that's an accomplishment. Okay. But hey, I'm happy for homeless Joe. I hope he charged you $1,000 an hour. I hope you get rich off of somebody like you, or somebody you are pushing them to go listen to these dudes that's telling you this crazy stuff. In a market where there's a flood of supply, they telling you to, up the ante. Okay, go ahead. Anyway, my man said, you are just hurt. I'm hurt. Why? I've been married 32 years. What am I hurt for? I ain't hurting for nobody that's trying to take care of me. I ain't hurting for somebody trying to cook for me. I ain't hurting for somebody trying to, be with me and try to do things for me without trying to have me do other things for them just because they feel like I need it. And certainly, I can bag and tag this lady all day, anytime I want to. So what am I hurting for? Oh, because I ain't bagging tagging different women. I'm hurt. Oh, okay, I see now. I have to be bagging see, don't put your limitations on me. My mind ain't limited like that. I can be thankful for what I got. I don't need to constantly have a bunch of different women coming through my life with all their problems and all their bad energy. I don't need to do that. Because you ain't out here trying to look for a wife. You know it, be honest. You out here bagging and tagging. But I'm hurt. Which one of us is hurt? I'm not out here trying to bust all through a bunch of different women looking for something that I can never find. I found what I need. So I'm here. I'm happy. I'm comfortable where I'm at. Which one of us is hurt? Which one of us is crying out, always looking for a new person to try to fix something in their life? Not me. Anyway, moving on. Don't know what guy's problem putting someone else down, clearly doing their own thing. I'm not putting anybody down. I'm telling you, man, this is not a good thing to do. I'm trying to show you, you need to stop doing this. Not you. You should do it. You, General, you should do this. This is perfect for you. I'm talking about guys that got shit they want to do with their life. They shouldn't be doing this. Young guys that actually don't have their lives put together. They don't have their finances together. They don't have their life together. They don't have their career together. They don't have their own business. They don't need to be wasting time doing this. Somebody like yourself, General, knock yourself out. Cold approach, and I'm gonna try. Hopefully, I'll take enough guys out the marketplace. You can cold approach your ass off. There'll be so many women out there, and there already are. There's so many women out there you can cold approach. You can knock your head off. Cold approach yourself into oblivion. Anyway, take your advice. What advice? What advice did I give? I don't cold approach, so I already took that advice. Focus on yourself. I am focusing on myself, but what does that got to do with me telling other young guys to not follow this insane agenda? This is absolutely non-mathematical. How can you? It doesn't make sense. If the supply is greater and the demand is less, why would the person do what they were doing when the supply was scarce? Now you don't have to do what you had to do when the supply was scarce. Now the people with the supply have to sell the supply to you. Because there's less demand, they have to now add value to the supply. Plus, they have to sell the supply. Now women have to put their elevator pitch together. Well, good women. The kind of women you out there bagging and tagging in general probably don't need an elevator pitch. So have at it. Knock yourself out, general. Don't worry what another dude doing. I'm trying to get these young brothers. We trying to build families over here, general. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you need to go over to Fresh and Fit, where you guys can go over there, and all you talking about is how you bagging and tagging a bunch of different women. And hey, you can pay Fresh and Fit $1,000 an hour to help you and try to teach you how to bag and tag. Or you can take somebody, maybe they don't need to teach you, but you can point guys over there, right? Pay them guys a bunch of money to show you how to cold approach women, right? Or Mr. Lucario, or any one of those type of guys, on over there. You in the wrong place. We're trying to build black families because we think that black people deserve that, they should have that, and that's what they should be. Black people been redirected into being, wrecking balls in their own community, especially the men. They don't want no responsibility. They want sex minus the responsibility. Sex and responsibility go together. They walk hand in hand. But black men, most of them, they because the Caucasians showed them how to separate the responsibility from the sex, that's what they want to do. Okay, that's fine, General. I'm not putting you down. What I'm saying is we're not doing that here. Here, we're putting the responsibility back with the sex. We're putting the responsibility back with the black family. We're putting the responsibility back into the black man. You want to follow what they doing over there at Fresh and Fit, and what Mr. Lucario is teaching you? Have at it. Mr. Lucario came on the lead attorney. Shout out to the lead attorney. Came on lead attorney and said his wife has a boyfriend and he has a girlfriend, and they are cool with it, working with that situation. That's where you on your way to, bro. But hey, I'm not a judge of Mr. Lucario. I actually think the guy is pretty smooth. He's a likable enough guy. I just don't agree with his lifestyle. That I could not live in a lifestyle like that. Anyway, man, let me finish up. Cold approach is easy. Sure it is. If once you get over the embarrassment and the insults, and you learn how to not take that stuff personally. Sure it is easy. Just takes practice to be more natural. Sure, I'm sure. Conversation is a skill set. Well, that's true, but conversation can be used for two different things. Like I said, I'm not telling you not to talk to women at all. What I'm saying to you, cold approaching them for sex, because that's what you're basically doing. You're cold approaching them to set up a situation where you can have sex with them. There is no situation where you would need to cold approach if you're trying to be looking for a wife. There is no situation where you would be cold approaching a woman to make her your wife. What you would do is have a conversation. You would have a field interview or a conversation with that person to try to find different things, see if you're on the same page about certain things, and maybe if you can move forward from there. See, those are two different things. Those are two completely different things. A woman can tell the energy you coming up to her when you cold approaching, as opposed to you just starting a natural conversation and you just looking to try to see if maybe you guys will be on the same page and maybe you could take it further. Let's continue. You don't improve that by not talking to females. Who told you not to talk to females? I told you not to cold approach them for sex. That's what I'm saying. That's a stupid move, in my opinion. Well, that's a stupid move for guys looking to have things good in their life. That's a dumb move for them. Guys that that means something. Oh, I bagged 5 girls this week. I bagged 10 girls this week. Hey, that's an accomplishment for you? Good. Keep cold approaching. Number one, facts. Number one, cold approach is a numbers game. Can't deny that. Number two, cold approach requires no money. Can't deny that. Number three, cold approach is not for the faint of heart. Can't deny that. Number four, you forgot to mention number four. Cold approaching is for guys that are not looking to have, guys that got lots of time to waste. Cold approaching is for guys that have lots of time to waste. That's what you forgot to say. You forgot to add that one in there. Because if you don't have a lot of time to waste, you can't be out there cold approaching different women. But I understand. That's what you've been taught. Most of the guys, that's what we've been taught. Cold approach, you got to talk to a bunch of different girls. That's how you can get them in your rotation. I get that. But that's why we're having problems. Black people have the most sexually transmitted disease rate out there. Getting close to the most abortions out there. Or should I say baby murders out there? Because that's what it is, murder. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Because the person don't have a mouth and lips yet, they say it's not murder. But it's basically it's murder. You know what I'm saying? If it's not self-defense or whatever, a certain thing, just like in the real world, you killing somebody for self-defense or for some extenuating circumstance might not be considered murder. Well, it's the same thing with an abortion. If it's an extenuating circumstance, if it's just out of inconvenience. Anyway, let me don't go down that road. Reason why everyone won't try guys outside of cold approach. Okay, here's why guys won't. I guess this is what he's saying. Guys won't try cold approach. Number one, simp on Facebook, Instagram, and Insta, whatever that is. So I guess he's saying that, they simping on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all these other little social media sites, right? Can't deny that. Number two, nearly all of them don't actually have girls. Can't deny that. Number three, nearly all of them don't even know how to talk to girls. Can't deny that. Number four, nearly all of them don't have a purpose going for them either. And number five, they understand that it's stupid in this climate is dumb to do that if you're a certain type of guy. Now, if you're a certain type of guy, have at it. You should be out there cold approaching. You should be, right? But to say that all guys should be cold approaching, no. There's a certain type of guy who's out there trying to live his life and put his life together and do things. They're not out there cold approaching. You think these young Jewish guys, they're not out there cold approaching. Jewish culture, they tell them, man, hey, you shouldn't even be thinking about no woman unless you got a house to put her in. They make sure that the boy got a house before they even start talking about a wedding, before they even start talking about anything. They make sure the boy got a way to earn money, a house, and he supports the doctrine before they even allow him to start being with women. In the black community stuff, bro, it's a total reverse. You out there trying to be on these chicks at 13, 14 years old. Anyway, this guy bashing. I suppose this guy is bashing. I'm bashing. You know what, man? I got to give Anton credit, man. He said a lot of men are weak. We're weak. Me saying my opinion, I'm bashing you. I'm just a man saying my opinion. You don't like my opinion? So what? Keep cold approaching. What is it? How am I bashing you? I'm trying to get guys that want to do something productive in their life to not be involved in stuff that wastes time. As for example, cold approaching women all day long, or cold approaching women, period, is a waste of time. It's a colossal waste of time. It's colossally a waste of time. And what are you getting out of it? Sex? That's an accomplishment? I guess for some people it is accomplishment. So I don't want to say, oh, it's not, but the type of guys we trying to put together, we trying to get men to look at family life and trying to put back into their community and stop bust on through all these women, turn their mind into mesh. Anyway, I know, General, that's not your goal. Your goal is to, like I said, bust all through as many women as you can. I get that. So I'm not trying to change your attitude about this. What I'm trying to do is show these younger guys that that's not something they need to get started with. Let guys like you continue to do that, and then let you guys get all the sex you want, and you guys be happier. Hey, you should be thanking me, bro. I'm helping you get more sex from more women. I'm pulling people out of the marketplace, bro. You should be helping me. Why you mad at me, General? Come on, man. Is it all above? Is all the above? Is all the above? Well, I don't know what that means. On YouTube, just hating. Hating on who? Hating on who? See, but this, bro, General, this is where your mind is. You got a brick wall there, right? How am I hating? Have at it, bro. Knock yourself out. You want a cold approach? Cold approach yourself into a mind. Cold approach yourself into, the new millennium, bro. I don't care, man. While you out there cold approaching, I'm telling these other guys, you see him right there? He's cold approaching all them women. While he's doing that, you need to be studying. You need to study. You need to go to school. You need to go to school, get some knowledge, whether it's in school or on your own. Get you some knowledge. Learn how to trade stocks. Learn how to build a business. Learn the tech industry. Let this motherfucker be out here talking to these women. While he's out there trying to bed down these women, you stay up at night like Malcolm X and you reading all night long so your eyes get weak. You got to get glasses. So when you ready, you hit the ground running. Let this dude be out there with these women. Let him and dudes like him. Let the Fresh and Fits and the rest of these kind of dudes be out there with these women. Let them. Shout out to Fresh and Fit. At least they getting paid off of dudes like this. They getting paid. They making $400,000 a month off of dudes like this. Telling them to go talk to 25 women. Shout out to Mr. Lucario. Making $200,000, $300,000 an hour to sit on a live Skype with a dude and tell him, go talk to 25 women. Have at it. I ain't knocking nobody's hustle. I am definitely not hating, bro. There's nothing for me. What do you got for me to hate on? So you bagging chicks. So what? What does that mean to me? I mean, what do you got going on that I need to hate on you for? You bagging chicks? Have at it. Good for you. Anyway, another guy doing his own business. Whatever. Yes, don't talk to females on the streets. Don't talk to females on the streets. Where do you talk to them? In the bars and clubs? In locations where low caliber females hang out? Only low caliber females going to accept cold approaching, bro. A high caliber female, when I say high caliber, I mean wife material. That kind of woman is not going to be open to cold approaching. And that's what we trying to tell people, how to build a family here. So I get it. you should take this over here. You should take that attitude over to sign up for Fresh and Fit, man. Be subscribed to them, join their Patreon, and you could be one of the army of assassins out there to go out there and destroy us. You know, when you come through the black community, bagging and tagging everything that's moving, and now these women, their minds are so crazy. When they finally see a good dude, they so crazy they don't even know how to recognize a good dude when they see one. Because guys like you are out there bagging and tagging them. But hey, what do I know, General? What do I know? But don't call me a hater, please, brother. I don't hate nobody. I'm with the shit. If you with it, I'm with it. You like it, I love it. But I'm definitely going to try and stop some other people or some other young guys from getting started. Why should I, as an older brother, watch a younger brother get started smoking when I know lung cancer is going to be at the end, is the end game of that situation? Why should I do that? Why should I just say, hey, go ahead and spark up, Sparky? No, I'm going to try to tell him. And if he want to do it on his own, he going to do it. Well, likewise, why should I tell him to get started cold approaching? You're going to be a man. You should, instead of trying to be instead of putting a million hooks in the water, you should try to set up a system where the fish jump out the water into the bucket. There's so many fish, if you got the right bait, they'll jump out the water into the bucket. Let those other guys out there that's still fishing, you fishing out the same pond, and it's more fish than ever. There's so many fish, they bumping into each other. They flying out the water because there's so many of them. They can't all fit in the pool, right? But you got still dudes over there with a hook in the water, with hooks in the water. Okay, go on over there with your hooks in the water. I'm telling guys over here, no, bro. All you need is a better bucket. You need a clean bucket. You got a clean bucket, they're going to jump in your bucket. Have your boat looking nice. Play a nice tune on your, guitar. Psh, right in your bucket. They'll jump right in there. And you waste less time than this dude. Your bucket gets full. You get out of the water. They still out there with them hooks. Because they got to waste so much time doing shit the old way. But, hey, General, no offense. Knock yourself out. Keep cold approaching. I guess there's a purpose for guys like you out there. And that is, I guess, to take less valuable women off the market for guys that's really trying to look for a wife. So, hey, thanks. Thanks a lot. Okay? Appreciate you. But just clear something up. I ain't hating. You want a cold approach? That's up to you. I don't think it mathematically makes sense since there's much more women. The supply is much more greater now. There's many more women out there. And they now, if men would get their shit together, you would see them now. They have to put their elevator pitch together. You ain't got to cold approach them. They're going to cold approach you. They'll cold approach you. But like I said, you have to be of a certain caliber of thinking to understand what I'm saying. Just the fact that you think I'm hurt by me telling you that that's a bad thing when I'm not, it's not my feelings, it's the mathematics. It's the mathematics. Now, General, if you can defeat my mathematics, then come on out here and defeat it. Show me where my math is wrong. Until then, I mean, no disrespect, General. Have at it. We just talking. Iron sharpens iron, steel sharpens steel. You got to reply to this. Come on. I just couldn't reply to you because your response hadn't been taken in by the algorithm yet. All right. What do y'all think? Am I right? Is the brother right? Is Brother General right? Y'all let me know. Peace.